Because the times
Woke up this morning thinking about
Those summer days.
best friend got caught up when I stayed in Douglasville. Doing some stuff by myself. I'm a
What's good, y'all? Welcome back to another video. So today, not today, December 14th, Lil Pump dropped an album, or I don't even know when. No one really gave a fuck. Who told us about this? J. Cole. Just saying. On KOD. Last song. But let's get into it. My bad for the weirdness or the awkwardness. Be sure to like and subscribe. Shout out to all the artists again that watched the video. I appreciate it. And let's get into it.
He dropped an album the other day and no one noticed. Now, if I didn't notice, I'm pretty sure you didn't either. I could be wrong though. Anyway, let's talk about it. Now, Lil Pump, it's been a little while since I talked about Lil Pump. The last time we had a conversation about Pump, we reviewed his career and looked at the state of his career in 2021 post the fall off. Aside from that, over a year ago, Lil Pump was, as you might remember, getting a surge of attention after he shook hands with Trump and co-signed him. That whole situation was kind of funny, I can't even lie, but Lil Pump ran with that entire thing. Like I said, he was getting a lot of attention as a result of that, and that's that. Apart from a couple of different stories here and there, Lil Pump hasn't really been in the headlines like that. That's obviously been the case because the Lil Pump train has left. I think we all can agree on that. Lil Pump was destined to fall off since day one, mainly because he was such an antics-driven rapper. Pump's music was almost like the icing on the cake, while the cake itself was all the publicity stunts he pulled throughout the years. J. Cole somehow summed up Pump's entire career in a 3-minute record, and you already know what that record is. 1985, I Arrived. Aside from that though, like the title says, Lil Pump dropped an album, mixtape, full-length project, whatever you want to call it, but no one noticed. The project is titled No Name. It dropped on the 10th of December. It's actually a collab project with New Jersey producer Ronnie J, very talented producer. So the project is produced by Ronnie J and we got Lil Pump on the vocals. I'm gonna be honest, I haven't really been keeping up with Lil Pump all that much, mainly because there hasn't been much to keep up with. I mean, this project right here that Lil Pump dropped is literally Lil Pump's first project since he dropped Harvard Dropout, which came out in early 2019, February the 22nd of that year to be specific. So music-wise, Lil Pump has been extremely inactive, which that does surprise me. It just seems like Lil Pump hasn't even been trying to keep up with the music. Now, he has, of course, dropped something since then, that something being a couple records here and there. He's been featured on a couple records, one of those I recall being a Latin record. He was also on that record with KSI and Smoke Perp back in 2020, if you guys remember. As far as a project though, No Name was the first one since Harvard Dropout. A couple strange things about this release. Number one, like the title says, no one noticed that Lil Pump even dropped an album. I mean, I found out the other day through an Instagram post that my boy Hello Yassine put up. Shout out to my guy Yassine. I haven't seen anyone talking about this release, and I know what you're thinking. Blackie bruh, didn't you just say that Lil Pump fell off? Well, yeah, but not this hard. Not even trying to be funny, I'm dead serious right now. The fact that this release went under the radar like a motherfucker, it's kinda strange. The second thing I want to bring up is the fact that Lil Pump himself hasn't even promoted the project. Now, I don't follow Lil Pump on Instagram, so I can't speak on whether or not he put up some kind of Instagram story promoting it to his fans. That aside, going through his IG, there's not a single post promoting this project. That's very strange. One thing that could be going on here, maybe we have a situation where Lil Pump is trying to get out of his contract. So he drops a project in order to fulfill his contract so he can get out of whatever label situation he has going on. If that's what's going on, which that could very much be the case, it does make sense why he didn't promote it. Another thing, Lil Pump could also not be promoting it because when it drops and it doesn't do too good in terms of numbers and sales, he can turn around and say, hey, I didn't promote it though. Hypothetically speaking, if that's the reason, personally, I think that would be pretty dumb, mainly because at this stage in his career, no one is really expecting Lil Pump to do crazy numbers anyway. I mean, at the end of the day, most people aren't even aware of the fact that he dropped his project, so there's that. I guess this highlights and confirms the very thing we've been talking about for a while though, that being the fact that the Lil Pump train has left the station. I don't know about you, but I've always felt like Lil Pump's career has served as a lesson for other artists on how not to do things. Has Lil Pump been successful and has he made a whole lot of dinero? Absolutely no question. But is the cloud chasing strategy Lil Pump based his entire career around the way?
And it's not that, it's the taxes I look at. Like, you doing all this flaunting with your money, but a lot of this money not even your money. It's the money you gonna be paying everybody. So it's like, what's the point? Good luck. Hope you bought your mama a house.
way to a successful
Hey,
career
I'm
with
just saying,
longevity.
man.
No,
Videos like this is like, it doesn't surprise me. It
As
sucks,
crazy as it
but-
sounds, I actually think Lil Pump could have been in a way better position had he switched up his energy into a more serious tone mid-career. I mean, he just went overboard with the antics to the point where that's all people got from him. And now, in 2021, people aren't really even tuning into anything he's doing, which resulted in this new project titled No Name essentially getting ignored. But yeah, Lil Pump dropped an album and no one noticed. Any thoughts on this conversation surrounding Lil Pump? I gotta ask everyone who's watching, did you know that Lil Pump dropped this project? I have a feeling most people didn't because I haven't seen.
Well, that's the end of this video, but I'm just gonna say, no, I didn't notice. No one ever told me, because everybody I know don't fuck with Lil Pump. A lot of people I know say fuck with Lil Pump. You know, he don't really care about the culture. He's trying to do it for a quick buck. And once it becomes about the money, you could tell based off the sound. You could tell based off the sound. You really can. It's weird, but you could really tell based off the sound. That being said, be sure to like and subscribe. Shout out to my boy Blackie Speaks. And stay tuned to the next video. Peace.
Mario the poet.